What do you say, guys? Hey, let me recap this past week's game, and then we'll sort of move forward. Just like I talked about in the post-game press conference, found out a lot about your team, and you don't really find out the character of your football team sometimes until it's tested. And I thought it was definitely tested there at the beginning of the game. I definitely give New Mexico State coaches and players a lot of credit. A lot of that was due to those guys coming out, I thought, with a good plan early. Threw a couple of wrinkles at us, did a nice job executing. Those guys are on scholarship too, and they made some plays and did a really good job. Our team, I felt on the sideline though, just kept waiting for our turn, and we did hit a big play to Darrell to cut it 14-7. Then they came right back and made it 28-7, and then we obviously narrowed it to 28-14 at half. At halftime, I don't know what the team was expecting. If they was expecting me to really get after them and be really upset with them, it wasn't that type of halftime at all. I thought the effort was really good. I thought the guys were giving a good effort. I just thought we needed to correct some things, and our halftime was all about finding answers for the 20 minutes that we had. So we used all 20 minutes to find answers, to get things corrected, and some things didn't need to be corrected. We just need to execute at a higher level. And we came out in the second half and outscored them 35-7 in the second half. So proud of the way they responded. Alonzo Harris ran the ball strong again, 5 touchdowns. I think he tied Brian Mitchell's touchdown record for a game. Excited for him. And then I thought Elijah McGuire showed some more flashes, had another big play for us. And I thought Terrence Broadway played very solid again. Offensive line, nice job. Defensively, I think we went a stretch there in the second half where we had 5 straight 3-and-outs. And that allowed us to really get back into the game, turn the momentum, and win the game in front of what I thought was a very electric crowd. One of the loudest crowds that I've heard there at Cajun Field. I thought our fans really, I thought they were the 12th men that helped us pull through the win. I thought New Mexico State had trouble hearing the quarterback late in the game, or at least made it very difficult. And I think our fans are starting to see that the impact they can make when we do this thing together. And so that was a lot of fun. There was one disappointment. It was with our number clicker that they use at the gates. We're counting people coming in the door. Obviously, you got stuck at 30,000 and some odd number and just didn't keep ticking. I thought we surpassed that greatly, and but a lot of fun, great atmosphere, and I thought it was a tough place to play the other night. Moving forward, Troy, a team that, as you may say, needs no introduction. The team that has probably been the most successful team in this conference, in the history of the conference, and we'll be coming here Thursday night. We're excited to compete against those guys. They have an outstanding football team, and right now, they're going to be one of those deals where your back's against the wall. They're going to come out swinging. They're going to come out clawing to stay in the race, and so they're like one of those wounded animals backed in a corner. They're going to come out playing awfully hard. We know that. Our kids know that, and they've got some weapons. 2 quarterbacks to say the least, and just a levy of wide receivers that are very talented, and then to me a lot of speed on defense, and they've got the best punting unit in the conference. And so it'll be a huge challenge for us Thursday night at home, but our kids will be looking forward to it. A little different week. It's another non-traditional game night, being on a Thursday. We've played some other non-traditional nights with 2 Tuesday games, but the difference was for those 2 Tuesday games, we had about 9 days of preparation for each one of them. Now you've only got 5 days of preparation. And so that makes it a little more of a challenge to get your guys ready. And you can't practice 24 hours a day to make up for those other days either, because then you'll end up having a very tired football team come Thursday night. So it's a fine line in regards to preparation. I think our kids are going to be awfully excited to play, and they're going to play awfully hard for our fans. So, any questions?
Coach, with the familiarity that you guys have with each other on the staff, is it going to be similar to Akron where maybe you have to change up some of your signals from the sideline? Or?
Well, if it was year 1, I would say maybe so a little bit. But the fact that, and here we are year 3, and we sort of evolved since that first year when that might have concerned me. We've changed an awful lot since then, so I don't think that's going to be a big issue. A lot of our signals, or all of our signals in the way we signal our plays, are totally different than they were when me and Kenny were together. And I know you're speaking of Kenny Enfield, the offensive coordinator, Troy, who and I are really good friends, and had coached together for 7 years at North Alabama.
How much more in-game adjustments are you guys making, especially defensively, compared to the first 2 years?
I don't know. I think probably, it just depends on situation. If things are going good, we probably hadn't made a whole lot of adjustments. When things are not going good, like the other night, we obviously had to and did a nice job. I just think our kids are bought in to what we're doing defensively with Coach Willis, and he's got answers. And a lot of times answers aren't always right, but at least we've got some answers. And sometimes you've got to try something. It may not work, but you want to have an answer. The answer's not always correct, but it's better to have an answer than no answer. And so far, most of the answers have been pretty good.
How much does it help that you faced the New Mexico team and spread it out, ran some Wildcat, did a lot of the things that Troy is going to present to you?
Just a look, they're still a lot different than New Mexico, and although we did see a Wildcat quarterback this past week. Their two-headed monster is pretty talented. They've got two of the best quarterbacks in the conference, and when you watch them play, you see Wander leading the conference. And Coach Enfield has done a phenomenal job with that offense, and that's why I think they're 500 yards a game. It's just unbelievable what they're doing offensively. And you don't really stop them. You just try to contain them. It's not mean people that slow them down. It'll be a huge challenge. The best thing we can do is when our defense is drinking Powerade on the sideline, we will be playing a really good defense at that point. So our offense needs to put together some drives.
Do you feel like you can lean on your running game? I know you wanted to run the ball going into the season. You've done that well, but do you feel like if Terrence is struggling, your receivers can't get off blocks, you can just pound it on just about anybody?
Well, you hope you establish the run. We struggled at times the other night with the run. I thought New Mexico State at times did a nice job, had a nice plan, and had a couple of quality defensive linemen. And Troy's got some quality defensive linemen. But we want to try to establish the run, get Alonzo going. He's a guy that does get better as the game goes on, so we don't give up on the run on the first drive if we don't absolutely just score or move it very well, because he improves as the game moves on. So we're going to try to establish the run like we always do. That's no secret there. And then hopefully we can get the passing game going to complement the run.
Coach, how much concern is there with a short week? You get into the game, maybe you're a little more fatigued than you would be if you had that extra day or whatever.
Yeah, there's going to be probably a little bit of that, but I'm hoping our fans and the adrenaline from our fans and seeing such a great crowd there will make up a little bit for that. Adrenaline, football is a very emotional game, and I'm hoping the adrenaline from a great atmosphere will kick in for that little bit of fatigue that we might have being on a short week without a day off. Troy took the day off Sunday, where they had no practices, things like that, where we had a full practice, and so we will have gone 5 straight days to prepare for this game.
Coach, obviously you having your defense on the field for 33 minutes Saturday night's probably a little longer than you anticipated, but how important it is to get out there Thursday night and maybe get that offense going and moving the chains consistently right off the bat.
Yep. Yeah, like I just said, that'll be very important for us to hold on to the ball. If we go a lot of 3 and outs and leave Corey Robinson out there on the field an awful lot of time, that's probably not odds of some good things happening. That guy can sling it. I don't think he's ever seen a throw he doesn't like, and he can buy time back there in the pocket. Nobody ever gets to him. He's really good at drifting, making people miss, buying that one little last second to find the open receiver, and he's got a cannon of an arm, and he's just such a veteran. The guy understands the game, and he's doing a great job for Coach Blakey.
What's been the key to what Barstow's kind of done the last couple of years? Seems like he's really stepped up.
Health. Yeah, 100%. That's 100% about Tig being more healthy than he's been. And I think we're seeing flashes of what we all felt like that he could do once he became healthy. Still not 100%. I bet he played about 85% the other night. And so, but I think he'll be even more healthy than obviously this coming Thursday. He's getting better each game. But he is a guy that's very instinctive. The game really moves slow to him, and he moves fast, and so that's a good combination.
When you have a guy like that, Justin kind of mentioned how Tig has had a long journey to where he is right now. Do you think that helps kind of get the guys up when they see Tig kind of doing the things he's doing now?
Yeah, these guys, they like Tig. He's a very likable guy, great personality, and they've been pulling for him, and now he's starting, to get on the field and make an impact. And been really proud of him because he's worked awfully hard to get back to this point.
Coach, talk about that white night.
Oh, that's going to be important, Mike. It is very important that we need a big crowd. The thing that I can't wait to showcase is so many times on Tuesday night, Thursday night games, we all watch some other games from other teams, and you don't see a great atmosphere in the stands from other opponents sometimes. I want the country to see what I witnessed this past Saturday at Cajun Field, and that was over 30,000 fans, loud into the game, a great atmosphere. And so we need our community, our fans, our students, everybody to be out in full force wearing white, because we're going to need all the help we can get. But it will be a great way for us to showcase our university and our city Thursday night in front of the whole country. So hope everybody's be out there, and I really think they will be.
So straight white, is that what the uniform is, or you're not
Straight white.
telling us?
All white.
All
We'll be
white.
all white. With
Face
the,
mask, everything?
Only thing except face mask. We'll be in the.
They
Yeah,
have
we do have white face masks. You're exactly right. But they'll have the fleur-de-lis coming out with. We'll break out the fleur-de-lis and a white jersey, white pants, white shoes. And so our players get to vote on that. Our leadership council gets to vote on the uniform combinations. And I don't think we've had one game this year. This will be our ninth. This will be our ninth game with 9 different uniform combinations. So we have not worn the same uniform twice. And so we won't wear the uniform combination we wore the first 2 weeks either, sir. We'll keep those in the archive. All right, guys. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.